Hello there, this is the last in the series, the sales skills series I'm doing. I'll do some more a little later on. And today's, I'm talking about 7 steps to sales success. And if you're watching this, hang in there with me, because at the end, I'm going to show you probably the most successful, easiest and stress-free ways to get the customer to buy. And notice I didn't say how to close the sale, because you're not going to be closing the sale, but you'll get the result you want. Hang in there with me and I'll show you what it's all about, all right? My name is Peter Beckett, I'm the village marketer, and as always, talking to you from my little Thai village way up near the Cambodian border. And hello, thank you very much, Kinjal and Alzira, Lynette, Kevin. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me. Truly appreciate that. By the way, here in Thailand, it's now 7:47 p.m., so I'm a fraction late. But as always, at this time of year, we've had monsoon problems and power supply problems, etc. So, Nabil, thanks for joining. Good to see you too, mate. Truly appreciate you people. Hang in there with me. I truly, you have no idea how much I appreciate the support that people like you guys give me, and also the way that you share what I've got and give me feedback. It's really good. Okay, 7 steps. Let's get back on track, mate. 7 steps to sales success, right? The first one, find out what your prospects want, not what they need. Find out what they want. People don't buy what they need, right? But they buy what they want. And if you are smart, you'll find out what they want, solve that problem for them, give them what they want, and then at the same time, throw in what they need as a complimentary bonus. So don't try and sell to needs, sell to their wants. And I can tell you, the wants that they have are the ones that contain pain are much more powerful than the ones that contain pleasure. So if there's some sort of pain that they want to remove, I can tell you it's a much easier journey than trying to sell a pleasure option. Now, by the way, everyone loves pleasure, and of course, people will buy holidays, etc., etc. What I'm saying to you is a painful challenge is something that people really want to solve instantly. That's the point, okay? Yvonne, thanks for joining. Libya, thank you very much. Sorry, I should keep more notice of who's watching. Appreciate you spending time with me. So that's the first one. Secondly, and you've heard all this before, but I'm going to say it because you have to, keep your mouth shut and your ears open, okay? This is critical, this is crucial in any beginning of any sales conversation. Notice I didn't say sales call. Notice I didn't say a selling session. Don't do that. Call it a conversation. Treat it like a conversation. And if you keep that in your head, that's exactly what it'll be. It'll be a conversation, and you'll find far more success. In other words, don't talk about yourself too much. Don't talk about your products. Don't talk about your services. And above all, don't do a sales pitch. Ever. Okay? You might think, oh, come on, Peter, how are we going to get things sold? I'll show you. Do not do that. Okay? Next one. Pretend that you're on a first date with your prospect. Okay? Now, this might sound a bit crazy. You might think, this guy in Thailand's gone nuts. But think about this. If you show that you're really interested, you show that you're curious about them, you actually get fascinated with them, it's like a first date, isn't it, right? And they will respond that way to your genuine showing and sharing of interest. They will respond. So treat them like get curious, get fascinated, and treat them that way. That's very important, okay? Because when you learn from them and they're prepared to share with you what's going on, okay, then you will find a lot of trust starting to build with you, simply because you're treating them as an interested person, okay? Not you the interesting one, them the interesting one. Very important indeed, okay? Now, next one. Speak to them as if they were friends and family, okay? This is important. Friends and family. When you do that, you don't put on any sales mode speak or any sort of fake enthusiasm, nothing like that, okay? Just be darn natural. That's what you need to do. Speak normally. Truly speak normally. And by the way, It reminds me of a story. Now, I don't know whether this is really true or not, but I'm going to share it anyway. Right? There was this, supposedly, this sales guy in Canada, of all places, right? In Canada, who was so tied up with his pitch and his focus on what he had to do. He'd spent 15 minutes, right, doing his presentation to this beautiful dressed woman, okay, who happened to be a mannequin, okay. He was so tied up in his presentation, he didn't even notice that his prospect wasn't breathing. Now, I don't know whether that's true, to be quite frank, I don't know. But it gets the message across. In other words, relate to the person you're talking to. Stop being too focused in what you say and hear what they say. And by the way, this brings me to the next point. Watch for what is not being said. Watch for what is not being said. In other words, look at their body language. Very important. If they're agitated, if they're bored, if they're losing interest, if they're upset in any way, shape or form, do not be hesitant. Come right out and say, is this the best time to speak with you right now? Be honest, be open and share that with them. Because obviously things aren't doing very well. You can see from the body language. Now, it may be what you said or did, or it may be something else. But at least give them the option by asking, is this the appropriate time to speak with you right now? Okay, that's it. All right. Then one other thing, and you might think this guy truly got off the bonkers. Now, hey, Lisa, thanks for joining. Okay. Do not mention your offer, whatever it is, until you're asked. Now, you might think, hey, what do you mean? I mean this sincerely. If you do the right thing with your prospective customer and you take them through a process where you are adding value, where you're identifying what their real wants are, and you're looking at where they are right now and where they want to be, and you're talking about conceptually about how they can go about that and not find out just what they want, but why they want. If you do that properly, if you really do that properly, and then show them, not by selling anything, show them conceptually how to close that gap, I will tell you, guarantee you, sooner or later, they're going to ask you for help. Sooner or later, they're going to say, Peter, what do you suggest? What can we do? That's when you have your opportunity. That's when you've been asked to do something. It's permission-based marketing in a way, but it's done in such a way that it reflects the value you brought to the conversation. Because at that point in time, you're not perceived as some sort of salesperson. You're being perceived as a trusted advisor. And that's exactly what you want to be, okay? So that brings us to the last bit, okay? And I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you're thinking about some fancy way of closing a sale, forget it. I'm about to share with you how you can get your sale, okay? In other words, the solution to your potential client's problem. You can get it in place without having to do any stupid closing pitches at all right? In other words, you're going to invite your prospect to take some action. It's decision time, but remember, it's their decision, not your decision. Very, very important. And if you want to do that, if you start trying to come up with fancy closing questions, you know what that does? It keeps the focus on you as a salesperson. And you're constantly reminding them that someone's pitching to them, right? Don't do that. Don't spoil all the good work you've done, right? Instead, ask them, okay? Get the focus on them. And what you do is ask two simple questions, okay? Here's the first one. Ready? You say to them, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being lousy, right? And 10 being that you're on board with everything we've shared so far, where do you see yourself right now? And wait for an answer. They're judging from 1 to 10, all right? Now, if they say to you anything less than, say, an 8, then you're in trouble. You haven't done something right. You are in trouble. And what you'd say to them, if they said to you 7 or a 6 or a 2 or whatever it is, right? If they said that to you, what you say to them, help me understand what I've done wrong, please. It's a learning curve. Don't waste the opportunity. Sure, you've probably blown the sale, okay? But you will learn from this experience and get them to help you understand where you made the mistake. It's logical, it's emotionally acceptable, and it's part of a conversation. And most of the time, they will help you. However, if they say 9 or a 10, that's really good. That's really good. But then this is what I suggest you say, or words to this effect. I don't want to script you, but this is what I say. Wow, look, thank you very much, but that surprises me. I didn't think it would be that high. Tell me, you've given me a 9, right? Help me understand why you gave me such a high mark. I'd love to know, because it's an important part of my profession, okay? This gets them to share with you exactly why they approved of you and what you did, and it creates even more buy-in, right? That's what it does. Then, at that point in time, now it comes to the last part of the sales conversation. Because at this point in time, they haven't picked up their pen and signed anything or put their hand in their wallet for anything whatsoever. So you just use this simple statement. This is all you do. And by the way, it's not you want to buy now, okay? Don't ever do that, right? What you say to them is, ready? And write this down so you don't forget it. What would you like to do next? What would you like to do next? That's all you have to say, and just wait. That is the process. That is the way you get people to do business with you. That is the way that you build a trusting relationship, a long-term relationship with people, not just a one-off sale thing. What would you like to do next? There you go, all right? Now, call to action, important. If you're disappointed in your sales results in any way, shape or form, then if you're watching this on Facebook, whether it's a replay or live, whatever it is, Claire, thank you, and Kevin, thank you. If you're watching that and you need some help with your sales, don't leave me a comment, because this is private to you, okay? Send me a personal message and we'll try and sort out a mutually convenient time. I've got some 15-minute slots I'm putting aside to do a sales challenge 15-minute discussion. There's no strings on this, nothing at all, okay? I can't guarantee the times I've got that'll be left to you, but if it's of interest to you, go and do it. I'm there and I'm offering it to you. I've had 36 darn years in the business, and I'm happy to share some things with you. In the meantime, thank you very much, Lisa and Claire and Kevin and Lynette and Nabil, everybody, thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I hope you got some value out of this. If you did, leave me a comment. Facebook likes that, okay? And a bit of a like or something, okay? And until next time, I'll see you then. Many blessings from Thailand. All the very best. Bye for now.